Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a drugstore makeup. I love watching these videos on YouTube and I think it'll be really fun, and it shows that you do not have to spend a lot of money to basically do a nice look. However, I do love some high-end brands as well. I do like high street and high-end. From a day-to-day basis, it means that you don't have to spend a lot of money to make something look good. That makes sense? You get what I'm saying. So I've got a few bits in front of me. I'm gonna play around. It's kind of getting into autumn, so I'm gonna make it slightly autumnal, but we're just gonna have a little look and play. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've had my hair done because I went back to Essex for a week. I had a really nice time, saw all my family, and I decided that I'd have a bit of a change. So I've kind of done a balayage. It's quite a warm blonde, but I really like it. So yeah, I'm very happy. If you want to watch my drugstore makeup look, then please keep watching. So to start off with, I'm going to do foundation, and I have not used this actually. It is the L'Oreal Paris Infallible foundation, and this is in shade 15, which is Porcelaine. I'm pretty sure it's the lightest shade. And I've already moisturized. So just pump a bit of this on the back of my hand. I'm gonna try and use like some cheaper brushes as well, just because it kind of defeats the point of the video if I'm using cheaper products but then really expensive brushes. What I've really been liking at the moment is using like a big brush, a big fluffy like powder brush, but it's quite dense. This is the Spectrum A00, and this is gonna be used for foundation today. I just really like the way it blends in foundation. It's actually a pretty good match. I find with a lot of drugstore, and the problem I have with finding foundations is that quite a lot of the time they're quite pink, but this seems to be all right. I quite like it's slightly light. I might mix in a bit of the darker one. Yeah, they're not good at really finding like yellowy tones. Oh no, I think the colour's okay. It smells like something, but I'm not sure what. I think it just has that makeup-y. It's quite nice. It feels like it sort of sets quite quickly. I quite like that. Let me just put a tad more on. Do you know what? I think it does oxidize a little bit on the hand, but that might just be its drying time. I don't know if it's like throughout the day or anything. It's sitting really, really beautifully though. Wedding potential. Covers imperfections, no transfer, no shine, no dry out, no mask effect. I didn't know it was a no shine. I mean, it looks like it's got a bit of shine, but it's not supposed to be a glowy formula. Right, let's move on to brows then. I've used this in quite a few videos because I do really like this product. It's not just because it's cheap. It is the NYX brow pencil, the micro brow pencil, and this is in Espresso. I have just had my brows done by the amazing Elouise. If you're in Essex, specifically Braintree or surrounding towns, then look her up. I'll leave a link to her page down below. She tinted and waxed my eyebrows, so I barely have to do anything to them now. The bit I like filling in is like a little bit in the front, and then I always have a bit of a lack in the, in the arch. Yeah, with that foundation, it's definitely got a bit darker as it was drying, but I think it's actually okay. I'm just gonna bring a little bit down my neck. I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer over my eyes as kind of a base. I've just got the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I love these concealers, they're so nice. Eyelids a little bit. I'm just using a Deluxe crease brush, which I use for concealer just to blend that over. I have one of these Maybelline Colour Tattoo pots. They do them in loads of colours. I really love these. This is in the colour Pink Gold, and I'm gonna take this over my eyelid just with my finger. This is super pretty just on its own, and it makes a really good base as well for other products because it really sort of clings to your eyelid and it doesn't budge. I'm gonna list all the prices as well on the screen so you can have a look, and I'll put all the products down in the description bar. Right, I kind of thought of doing like a pinky brownie sort of look. So I've got an Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil, and this is in the colour Hot Chocolate 02. And these are really nice because they're super smooth and very easily blendable. So I'm gonna kind of put this on the inner and outer corner of my eye, just super rough. Keep it towards the lower lash line. And then I'm gonna blend it. I've got a angle brush and a sort of blending brush. So this is the eyeliner brush by Real Techniques, and this is the Nanchi tapered crease brush. And it blends so easy, I love it. So it'll probably take a few layers to do this. Put a bit in here. So we're kind of creating like a halo effect on the eye. So again, I'm gonna take this little fluffy one. I'm just going back and forth over the product. Need to get it right in there. I'm not taking it too far in towards my nose because then it starts looking like a black eye, which isn't very pretty. I think Essence is like one of the cheapest brands as well, and I really like their product. So it's going slightly into the outer part of the crease. It does take a bit of time though, so don't freak out. But I'd always do the pencil and then smudge it straight away just in case it like sets quite quickly. See how rough I'm being? It's so easy. I'm just gonna keep building up now. So I'm building it to kind of where I want it to be. You know, just keep blending. I brought it like around the halo of the eye, blending the outer parts. And then I'm probably gonna use some powder over the top as well. I'm gonna take a little bit underneath the eyes too. So now I'm done with the pencil, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of the Sleek Makeup Palette in Oh So Special 658. And I'm gonna take this nice sort of matte brown here. And this is just gonna go over the chocolate color. Just blending anything that hasn't blended very well. Just the edges of it and where it meets with the nice cream pot we put on. These are really well pigmented, these palettes. I love them. Slightly sort of going out makeup really. Taking on the Nanchi and taking it underneath. To make the middle bit pop, I'm going to go in and take this color. This is kind of like a rose goldy color. It's really pretty with my finger. And just put that in the center of the eyelid just to make that cream color. Woo! Pop. This is pretty, very pretty. And then just blend it a little bit. Love that. I'm gonna take that brown in my waterline as well. I think top and bottom. Oh, stab yourself in the eye. Good one. And then I'm gonna take the liner and actually do a bit of a line just on the top of my lash line, just quite thin. Really want to use this color. I haven't used it before. I'm going to use it. I'm going to take it on my little Nanchi brush again. Not Nanchi, Nashi, Nan. I can't remember if it's an R or an N. Pop it just above the crease. And again, it's quite autumnal because it's got that nice, it's almost the mustardy orange, but it's not quite. It's like slightly more pastel. I'm gonna run that a little bit underneath the eyes as well. I really like that colour. It's quite a cool like clash with the pink. I'm just gonna take the lighter colour in the Oh So Special palette. Just put that on the inner corners. Right, now I'm gonna put some mascara on, and I've got the L'Oreal Paradise Extatic lashes. This is a very good mascara. I really like it. I'm so surprised as well, because normally high end is kind of the mascaras I tend to like, but this is so good with volume and lengthening, and it's a good black and everything. I'm really impressed. Do you know what? I'm convinced as well, the more I've used this mascara, I feel like my lashes are growing. I don't know if there's some sort of, I think I read somewhere there was some type of serum or something in it. I'll have to have a little look. Look how long that makes my lashes, and it doesn't go doesn't go cakey or clumpy. This doesn't transfer either underneath my eyes, whereas a lot of mascaras do. So far so good with Connor being gone. I haven't been able to get lonely yet. I've been quite busy, sort of starting a new job and all, and trying to meet some of the people around where I'm living. Right, I'll put the Fit Me concealer in 05 again. And then use the Deluxe crease brush to blend it all. I've used this concealer on clients and it really blends in really nice. And it's a good amount of coverage as well. Like going around my eyebrows, just to sharpen them up a bit. And then I'm also gonna go and sharpen up the edge of the eye makeup. It's nice around the eyes as well, this concealer. It doesn't get all in the lines. I'm actually gonna go in with a slightly darker foundation, the same foundation, and this is in 120 Vanilla. And I'm gonna go around the contours of my face to do a little bit of contouring / bronze, and then it'll add a bit more coverage as well, like around my forehead. And I'm quite happy with like here, but I want it a bit more. And I'm gonna take my Real Techniques contour brush and I'm gonna pop it around here. This is only like a shade darker, but it just adds a bit more dimension to the face. Try and wiggle it into the hairline, even though it gets in the hair. It does actually set quite fast on your skin. I haven't got that much playtime. I'm gonna take a little bit of the first foundation, just because I think I don't have enough on the forehead, because all I can see is my freckles showing. This is also a very nice brush for like cream foundation or whatever. Obviously with wearing all the masks recently, it's very easy to get some spots, so you want a concealer that covers quite nice. This one does, but it's nice because I quite like it because it's quite creamy as well. It just blends into the skin really, really well. I've got the Revolution HD Pro Powder Contour. Horrible plastic case. I don't like the casing very much, but it has some good powders in there. I'm going to mix a bit of this one with this one here. It's gonna go on the high points of my face, kind of where I put the foundation already, the darker foundation. I keep catching myself in the mirror with the blonde and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm blonde. Obviously not on the top, but it's very weird to see myself that way because I've always been, well, I've never really dyed my hair, so this is like a first for me. In the Oh So Special, I'm going to take a little bit of this, tiny bit on my brush, same brush. If you dab it in very lightly and on the back of your hand, you get a really nice pinky colour, and it kind of matches the eyes, so. A little bit of Paradise. Makes such a difference. I'll put a little bit more on the top ones. For lips, I think I'm gonna do a bit of a sort of nudie, ombre-y kind of colour, and I've got this really gorgeous colour. This is like a mauvey plum, but it will be probably too dark with the eyes, so I'm gonna put this on the outside of the lips and then like more of the nude on the inside. Isn't that pretty? It is called Shameless by Revlon. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna go in with this NYX Mauve Lip Liner because it kind of matches the lipstick quite well, and this is gonna go on the outside of the lip. I'm gonna put a little bit of that mauve just on the outer parts of my lips as well. That creates that ombre. Don't miss the inner part here. And then I have the Maybelline Colorsensational Lip Liner in Nude Whisper. That's gonna go in the middle. And this is lighter. This is soft enough to use on its own. Hello, hair. Do you know, I keep thinking Connor's gonna come back home in like a couple of weeks, and then I remember it's in 6 months and I'm like, oh, that's a long time. Keep going on about it. Right, I'm using this mauvey colour. I think it's sort of a matte-y kind of colour. This is going on the outer part of the lip. This is a lip brush or a detailer brush by Real Techniques. You can get a pack of these for like 20 odd quid. A pack of their brushes, ranging from like you can get like a set of their eye brushes, face brushes. It's so good. So I'm just feathering my brush. I'm gonna go into this NYX Lip Palette. This is the Nudes Palette 02. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of these two together, I think. Just see what it's like onto the lip. In the middle. I could never wear that lightest one on its own. I'm gonna put a little bit more bronzer on because it seems to have just sunken into my skin like it always does. So I'm just gonna take just the redder side. It can double up as like a blush as well. And then last but not least, some lip gloss. This is the Bourjois Paris 3D Effect Balm Hydration Gloss, long name, in number 33. And this is gonna go in the center. Just to give it a really nice pout. And the color's lovely as well, kind of matches the theme. So, there you have it. My drugstore makeup, kind of autumnal, grungy, sort of night out makeup, I suppose. I probably wouldn't wear this just day to day, just because of the liner and stuff. Be really nice for like a meal or some drinks. And I love how it kind of goes with the hair. Just brings in a whole different me. If you did like this look and the tutorial, then please give me a thumbs up and a subscribe and a little comment down below because it really supports my channel. Yeah, and I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.